Hello guys, my name is Achyut Priyadarshan. I'm the organizer of the Ankahe Lambe and here is my poem which is The Broken Heart. Don't look into my eyes if you are going to lie. Don't walk with me if you are only going to talk about him. Don't try to make up stories when I know the truth. Don't try to make me feel better when it's too late for you. I once thought you were the one I thought as you my son. I thought you are the one I thought you as my son. Now all I think about is you through my tears, and all of my dreams are filled with fears. Now all of my tears have continued to soaked, and what is left of my heart is broke. Thank you so much.
हेलो एवरीवन, क्या हाल चाल है। बहुत दिनों से कुछ लिखा नहीं था तो आज सोचा चलो कलम उठाओ और कुछ लिख डालो। तो आज मैंने जो पोएट्री लिखी है उसका नाम है तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। तो क्या लिखा है मैंने, चलो सुनाती हूँ। रोज सुबह उठ के जब भी फोन की घंटी बजती तो स्क्रीन पे तुम्हारा नाम देखकर मैं जग उठती। मेरा वजन कम करने को गोल को तू अपना समझता, तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। मत खाया करो नाखूनों को यूं दांतों से नोच कर, मेरी आखिरी निशानी है तेरे पास ये सोचकर। आज भी उन बचे नाखूनों पर नेल पॉलिश लगाकर दिल खुश होता, तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। अंग्रेजी बहुत कमजोर है तुम्हारी, ये कहकर उसने मेरी अंग्रेजी है सुधारी। आज भी जब किसी शब्द पर मन अटकता, यादों का बवंडर मेरे साथ होता, तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। लिखने का डर जब भी मन को सताता, मेरे हाथों में कलम तू पकड़ाता। तू लिख सकती है ये बोलकर दिमाग तू खाता। पहले एक पेज नहीं लिख सकती थी, लेकिन पूरी किताब लिखने को दिल है चाहता, तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। हर रात जब मैं सोती हूँ तो दिल में ख्याल रखती हूँ, न जाने कितने नकाब इस चेहरे के बुनकर मैं रखती हूँ। हर सुबह उठती थी तो ये सोचती थी कि जो चाहूँ वो कर जाऊं। हर सुबह जब भी उठती थी तो ये सोचती थी कि जो चाहूँ कर जाऊं, लेकिन तुम आकर कह देते थे कि चलो उठो और ख्वाब पूरे करके आओ। मगर हर सुबह मैं वही इंसान बन जाती, न वक्त पर उठती न वक्त पर खाती। बीते हुए कल की गलतियां मैं बार बार दोहराती, पर उन गलतियों को जब वो चुन चुन के मेरे सामने पेश करता, मैं थोड़ी सुधर जाऊं ये हमेशा कोशिश करता। हाथ मुंह धोकर वो हमेशा मुझे सुधारने की नई तरकीबें है खोजता, तुम नहीं होते तो क्या होता। आज सुबह जब मैं उठी तो ये मैं थी, न पहुंची थी किनारे वो नाव मेरी थी, न सिमटा था जो काम वो मेरा था। अब खुद से मिलती हूँ तो पूछती हूँ वो होता था तब भी क्या खास होता था। अब मैं मुश्किलों को अपनी अकेले झेलती, रास्ते अपने खुद चुनती। मैं अंधाधुंध बहती चली जाती, अब मैं खुद से अपनी मंजिलें ना चुराती। तुम ना होते तो क्या होता, तुम होते भी तो भी क्या होता। बस यही सोचकर दिल फिर खुश होता।
Namaskar everyone. Today I am going to recite one of my poem which is basically based upon the conditions which women are facing in this particular century, or we can say in this era. So the title of my poem is Need to Fight, and it goes like this. It's hate that wrapped up all good vibes while I walked aside a man. This era of not being safe all time, frightened, afraid, I ran. I hate it when I'm afraid to go out, 'cause all enters my mind is rape. This four-lettered word that pulls me in, my hands and leg all shake. I hate it when they look at us, their eyes that's full of lust, those dirty things that cross their minds. I hate and feel disgust. I hate it when we don't raise voice but hide behind and cry. Respect to every state of mind, which encourages not to shy. Looking forward to all these things, I moved from so many places in search of how we fight to this to every guy who messes. From being a child to be a girl, I learnt basic differences. I noticed every stage of life, phases, suffering, consequences. Thank you. Happy quarantine.
Hello friends, my name is Raghav Gautam. I am 14 years old presenting a poem in front of you. This is my first poem entitled Black Hole. So let's start. While traveling in space with symbol as an ace, I saw a distortion in our Milky Way nation. I was surprised to see that which was as same as top view of hat, a strong radiating light, and I was unable to sight a strong surrounding plasma belt, and I was unable to felt. Its beauty was just like a pearl, and only I can say that not even a girl. When the black monster looked at me, the only part which was vibrating was my knee. We were trapped in its strong gravity, and my partner was missing its city. The plasma jets shocked us, but our pilot said, "Let me focus." We escaped, but memory was locked. But still, we were really shocked. I said, calm down, Cole. Cole is my partner. I said, calm down, Cole. It was nothing but our supermassive black hole. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Yash. I have written this, let's say, few lines, so I hope you relate it. So it's like, वैसे भी ज़िंदगी में कौन सा जश्न बहारा था, वैसे भी ज़िंदगी में कौन सा जश्न बहारा था, एक चेहरे की मुस्कान का ही तो सहारा था। अब उस चेहरे की मुस्कान कम ना हो, बस ये दुआ हम करते हैं। अब उस चेहरे की मुस्कान कम ना हो, बस ये दुआ हम करते हैं। कैसे समझाएं उनको किस कदर हम उन पर मरते हैं। डरते हैं उनसे आँख भी मिलाने को, कोई बात भी बताने को। डरते हैं उनसे आँख भी मिलाने को, कुछ बात भी बताने को। एहसास ऐसा होता है कि हम बस अब उनके अश्कों की वजह बनते हैं।
मैं कामना गुप्ता आप सभी को नमन करती हूँ। मानव एक सामाजिक प्राणी है, लेकिन आज मानव की मानवता कहीं धूमिल हो गई है। वर्तमान में जबकि कोरोना ने न केवल अपने देश को वरन संपूर्ण विश्व को अपने आगोश में जकड़ लिया है, मानवता की सबसे अधिक आवश्यकता है। उसी का परिचय मैं अपनी कविता के माध्यम से आपके समक्ष रख रही हूँ। इंसानियत के नाम पर हैवानियत का सौदा करने वालों, किसने कितना जाना है ये मुझको अब समझाना है। जिस मानव और मानवता का जन्मों जन्मों का नाता है, उस मानवता की पावनता को किसने कितना जाना है ये मुझको आज समझाना है। रामायण और महाभारत की बातें करने वालों, क्या तुमने गीता के उपदेशों को पहचाना है? किसने कितना जाना है ये मुझको आज समझाना है। बाइबल और कुरान में अंतर करने वालों, क्या तुमने किसी के आन को जाना है? किसने कितना जाना है ये मुझको आज समझाना है। हिंदू और मुसलमान में भेद करने वालों, क्या तुमने उनके खून को पहचाना है? किसने कितना जाना है ये मुझको आज समझाना है। मंदिर और मस्जिद को अलग नाम देने वालों, क्या तुमने उनके भगवान को पहचाना है? किसने कितना जाना है, ये मुझको आज समझाना है। इस परिप्रेक्ष्य में प्रश्न ये उठता है कि मानवता क्या है? कष्टों में प्यार की सिरहन है, कष्टों में प्यार की सिरहन है, परायों में अपनों का एहसास है, रिश्तों में प्यार की मिठास है, खुले आसमां में चमकता हुआ सितारा है, प्यार के सागर में गोता खाता हुआ जहाज है, मोहब्बत के उपवन में खिलता हुआ पुष्प है, धूल भरे रेगिस्तान में ऊँटों का कारवां है, दिल के अरमान में प्यार का परचम है, हमारे प्यार की सुवास में महकता सुमन है, हमारी जान है, यही मानवता की पहचान है। जय हिंद।
मुट्ठी में सपने लेकर हर घर जीरो में आशाएं हैं, दिल में अरमान यही कुछ कर दिखाएं। सूरज संदेश नहीं दीपक सा जलता देखोगी, सूरज संदेश नहीं दीपक सा जलता देखोगी। मैं किसी से डरता नहीं तो मुझे कब तक रोकोगी। मैं उस मिट्टी का वृक्ष नहीं जो गिर जाए, मैं उस मिट्टी का वृक्ष नहीं जो गिर जाए, मैं उस मिट्टी का वृक्ष हूँ जो हर जगह छा जाए। इस जग में जितने जुर्म नहीं, इस जग में जितने जुर्म नहीं, उतना सहने का दम रखता हूँ। इस जग में जितने जुर्म नहीं, उतना सहने का दम रखता हूँ। पत्थर पर लिखा नाम हूँ, तुम मुझे कब तक मिटाओगे। मैं मिटने वालों में से नहीं, तुम मुझे कब तक रोकोगे। गहरा समुंदर हूँ मैं, गहरा समुंदर हूँ मैं, कब तक पत्थर फेंकोगे। गहरा समुंदर हूँ मैं, कब तक पत्थर फेंकोगे। चुन चुन कर आगे बढ़ूंगा, चुन चुन कर आगे बढ़ूंगा, तुम मुझे कब तक रोकोगे। मैं वो हूँ जो वक्त पर यारी भी और दुश्मनी भी निभाता हूँ। मैं वो हूँ जो वक्त पर यारी भी और दुश्मनी भी निभाता हूँ। देश के जुर्म आने पर अपनी जान भी लगाता हूँ। मैं किसी से डरता नहीं, तुम मुझे कब तक डराओगे। मैं किसी से डरता नहीं, तुम मुझे कब तक डराओगे। मैं सोने जैसी कीमत हूँ, हीरे जैसा चमकूंगा, तुम मुझे कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझे कब तक रोकोगे। Thank you.
Being inspired by shows like House MD and Grey's Anatomy, I left my hometown and came to this new city to make my own identity. I entered my college with bright, hopeful eyes. Seeing doctors in white coats, I was left mesmerized. I pinched myself to know whether it was a dream or was it true. Oh my God, those sleepless nights have paid off, girl. You'll soon be a doctor too. We were introduced to anatomy and its dissection hall. The stinging smell of formalin and the horrid sight of the cadaver made many students fall. Learning the branches, the course of nerves and arteries, bones, muscle attachments seemed like an uphill task. Then there was biochemistry waiting for us with its beakers and flasks, Benedicts and Rothras for sugar and ketones, memorizing the intermediates of Krebs cycle and the perplexing lipid transport. Then there was physiology with its respiratory, cardiac and nervous systems. With Bohr's effect, cardiac cycle and withdrawal reflex, we all got accustomed. With God's grace, we moved to the second year, which according to seniors was a time of leisure and cheer. Mugged up drugs, their uses and side effects in pharma, nodded yes to understanding the pink and blue of pathology slides was no less than a drama. In micro, we learnt about organisms, life cycles, definitive and intermediate host. Demonstrating acid fastness in the first go was certainly a thing to boast. Attending postmortems to learning about snakes and toxins in FMT, every lecture of forensic seemed no less than an episode of CID. Then in third year, we were introduced to the sweet subject of ENT. Then there was opthal with its cataract and glaucoma. The boring definitions and the tedious stats of PSM used to put students in coma. Till then, it was all fine. Then came the hefty final year with its subjects 9. Medicine was engrossing with its vast array of topics ranging from cirrhosis, COPD to diabetes and hypertension. Jumbling between Harrison, Davidson and Matthews was a hassle so full of tension. In surgery, we learnt about cysts, sutures, burns, shock, hernia, and varicose veins. Then in pediatrics, we learnt at what age, which milestone a child attains. Then there was obs and gynae with its eclampsia, RH, breech and prom, and some short subjects we all used to run away from. In radio, there were X-rays, MRIs and CTs. In ortho, we learnt about osteomyelitis, fractures and CTEV. In anesthesia, we learnt it all. How chloroform was put on handkerchiefs to the milky white propofol. In psychiatry, we learnt about Frigolis and Capgras. But most importantly, that Mr. Frood was a badass. In dermatology, there was pemphigus, acne and psoriasis. Then came internship, which felt like a mini life crisis, running helter-skelter from pillar to post to get the investigations and blood reports back at all costs, filling forms, carrying vials containing blood to even stool. We learnt in emergency situations how to maintain your cool. From collecting blood samples, putting cannula to Foley's and Riles, when I got to scrubbing for surgeries with seniors, I was all smiles. Learning how to suture small wounds to even taking deliveries. Witnessing the smile of those I treated used to vanish all my worries. Performing LPs and taps became a daily chore. Yes, this year of rotations made us pretty hardcore. That's how I earned the coveted degree of MBBS. But there's still a long way to go, I must confess.
Hello everyone, this is Kamini and my write-up is about my mom. Because when I heard of this word, Ankahe Lamhe, that was the first thing that came into my mind. So here I've put in my efforts, hope you all will like it. The marvelous touch of your soul, the marvelous touch of your soul had cradled me from hell to heaven whole. It all started from your Elysian womb. Your euphoria delighted me and sigh saddened me without any resume. Your ethical blood gushed into my vein. Your dearest emotions filtered the immoral me like heavenly rain. Your every drop of blood I wore like crown therein, like every single breath into the dead lungs rushes without sin. From the first month in you, my heart started beating. To the 9th month, you poured in life through umbilical cord fleeting. You introduced me to this insanely ruffled high society. They judged me, ma. They judged me from the advent of me, but your arms unchained the anxiety. From the emotional traumas to the period cramps to my fumbling cries. Still, your amusing smile remained constant in lows and highs. From being more excited than me for my PTM to my tournaments to our late night giggles, you celebrated my wins and held me tight in my fails, oh, those encouraging wiggles. They say I look like you, sometimes I wear your clothes, try now be you a few. But oh ma, you're an unending sea and me just a gloomy dew. You're an unending sea and me just a gloomy dew. So yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, I Saloni Vijayvargya want to express through the poem the brighter side of every lazy person who has crossed all the limits of laziness, especially in this period of lockdown. So the title of my poem is I Am Not Lazy. Oops, too lazy to complete the word lazy. Anyways, here I begin. I am not lazy. It's the hidden grizzly bear inside me. I am not lazy. Maybe I just have a little extra hormones that are mostly dizzy. I am not lazy. Maybe I just feel like giving the least strain to my eyes, so I don't open them too early. I am not lazy. I just love peace of mind, so I don't prefer to keep myself busy. I am not lazy. I just want to be in a committed relationship with my bed, which is always messy. I am not lazy. I just maintain distance from any kind of work to remain stress-free. I am not lazy. I just eat a little extra to trigger my sleep and satisfy my tummy. I am not lazy. I just sleep more to avoid any kind of insomnia-induced disease. I am not lazy. I guess that workout and exercise have themselves given up on me. I am not lazy. Maybe afternoons excite me more than early mornings do, really. And once you start finding immense pleasure in ignoring the world for your sleep, there is no going back, surely. Perhaps that's why I say that I am not lazy. Maybe I just suck at poetry. But you know what? I have woken up and used my brain to pen down this, which means I am not that lazy. Perhaps I don't need lockdown anymore. I'm lazy enough to keep myself inside the doors. 'Cause in this world full of viruses, being lazy has become the new safety. So take a chill pill and take a good deep nap and face this life's sleepy reality. Thank you.
I'm Bhavna Sharma presenting a self-composed poem in front of you. The title of my poem is Self-Quarantine. Virulent pandemonium outside and inside too. Can anyone hear? I call it as fear. It creeps in my brain to paralyze mind. Where I knock when God is behind the lock, as God is also being locked in the temples and shrines. So it is said, where do I knock when God is behind the lock? Yes, He is omnipresent. He is omnipotent. But does He listen the prayers which comes from the quarantined walls? Will He answer or remain quiet behind the mask? I see some gods in the hospital. They are the doctors. In the clinical room, at the border, on the road, in the banks, on the TV, who work day in and out to make us lead happily our lives. Making places sterile. They are the helpers. They are sanitizing all the surroundings. Beating our adamants. Those are the police. Available grocers and vendors to give all stuffs. And we, wretched beings, can't value their sacrifice. Can anyone make the conception sterile? Conceptions, the belief system, the ideas, the notions the people have. Can anyone make the conception sterile and make them understand the real meaning of self-quarantine? Poor people, beware of the doom. Save yourself, your family, your world from the monstrous COVID-19 and don't be a loon. Thank you. Thank you for watching.